Our winter favourites, from books and hobbies to music and skincare. I'm Maggie Zhao.
And I'm Jasmine Wallace, and you're listening to Culture Club, where two writers and editors chat about pop culture, current affairs, the internet, and our lives.
Today, we're on the lands of the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nations.
We would like to pay our respects to elders past and present and extend that to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander listeners today.
Jazz, we are back for another edition of our seasonal favourites. We premiered this back in autumn, and I'm so happy we're doing this again. It's now officially winter here in Australia, and we're going to talk about some of the things that we're looking forward to or that we've already started incorporating into our routines for the cold season.
It feels like we just did our autumn one, so I can't believe we're already doing winter. But we're going to start with some vibes and the curriculum that we kind of touched on in the autumn one as well. So I'm wondering, what are you enjoying in your life at the moment?
I've been wanting to humble brag about this for maybe 6 weeks is when I've been how long I've been doing it for. I have been doing social-free Saturdays, so social media-free Saturdays on my phone, to be very exact. So yeah, I've been doing this for about 6 weeks, and on Saturdays I block any of the main social media sites from my phone. I will say I do check things on my laptop because in our line of profession you're going to be like, am I getting cancelled? Do I have to delete hate comments genuinely? But I've really liked it. Just having one day away from social media per week, I found really helpful. I've actually been inspired by Joy, who is a creator in Melbourne. We'll link her below. And this is insane. So she's a full-time content creator, but for the last 4 years or something, she takes 1 week off social media every month. And it's incredible. And she's baked it into her routine so well. She invites others to do so the same. I feel like I can't do that, especially with a podcast. We have to keep on top of the news cycle. But 1 day a week I can do.
That's so impressive to have a whole week when you are in that line of work. Can I ask why it was Saturdays, not Sundays? Because I feel like Saturdays are traditionally an errands day and seeing friends, doing stuff. And then Sunday, I find that's something that I want to talk about later, but more quiet days.
Yeah, because I feel the same. I'm out on Saturday. So I'm I don't need to be on my phone. And then also Sunday's good time to post.
Is it actually?
Yeah, Sunday nights are a really high engagement time. Ugh. Cursed.
Well, I love that for you. Social-free Saturdays.
Thank you. What about you? What's on your curriculum?
It kind of feels like the antithesis of winter, but I am really craving a strict routine at the moment, which feels funny for winter when it's sleepy and that vibe. But I think it's just coming up to a year of being freelance and just finding my feet with all of that. And I think that I'm now craving on Mondays I do this and Monday nights I do this and Tuesday. It's you can be flexible, of course, with events that pop up or friend things that pop up. But I think just being more intentional with my time. And one of those is trying to have quieter Sundays. Laurie is such an advocate of quiet weekends of you just in your home and you're just re-energizing from the week and just having a quiet weekend. Maybe go out Saturday night, but it's kind of that traditional vibe. I've never felt that. I've just been the weekend is just an extension of the week. Let's just see all the friends and do all the things. And I've got this errand and this and I'm still so busy on weekends. Finding a routine and then trying to have quieter Sundays with maybe just family or just Laurie and I.
He's Sundays are God's day.
Yeah, I know.
Take it back to, what it was. No one works on Sundays. You stay in. That's nice.
What hobbies are you leaning into this winter as well, Mags?
The one I'm going to say today is one I'm saying to be accountable for it. I think I actually brought it up on the podcast when I first got it, which is a secondhand cello. I am really wanting to get lessons for this bloody cello, but I will say the upfront costs have been really high. Getting it off Facebook Marketplace wasn't the cheapest. And then I actually had to get it in for repairs because something was wrong with the strings. So already I've spent so much money and I still haven't really played it much. I've been playing around on it at home, but I'm no, I need a teacher to just go through the basics. Yes, I used to play a few over a decade ago in high school, but I'm excited to do it. I haven't started. So this is an accountability thing. And I can't wait. By the time spring comes, I will have had lessons because I think winter's such a good time to do something like this. I'm most likely looking at private lessons if someone comes over to my house because I'm not carrying a cello on a bus. I'm sorry. So yeah, fingers crossed there.
I think sometimes in life you have to like invest in something to get the benefits.
But my mindset with hobbies is the opposite. I'm always like, if you want to start a hobby, start like bare bones, like use what you have, go like really cheap. And then once you've done it for a while and you like it, then invest. Because I hate it when people are like, I need to like buy all this new stuff to try a hobby. I'm like, you don't.
But you can't do the hobby without the instrument, which you have to invest
different.
in.
Cello's different, you're right. Actually, back in the day, as a quick thing, people learning violins, like I knew a family friend who had to practice on like a cardboard cutout like cereal box before they like use a proper instrument. Not for cost reasons. I think that's just like how they kind of learn.
How do you do that?
I don't know, girl.
That's impressive.
Yeah, you imagine the notes. What about you? What hobby are you trying?
I also mentioned this on the podcast, but you said that piano would be very good for me and my brain at the moment. So I'm looking into lessons for piano to go to a studio to do. But something a bit different, because you said an instrument, is I'm trying to find the time to document things, not on social media. So like I just got a bunch, like 3 disposable cameras developed this week. And I found some from like 2015, 2016, and I don't know what's on them. Whoa. I don't know if they've expired and the film's gone bad, but I want to get those developed. When I was in uni, I used to do film photography so much more, like classic university vibe. But I really miss photography and also having those photos in a physical album and curating sounds like such a wanky word, but like, yeah, curating them down and like having physical memories of things. So I think that could be something that I do on those quiet Sundays at home is like scrapbooking or photo albuming or even just like going through my photos and culling a lot.
Yes. Oh, my favorite way to cull in a camera roll is, at least for iPhones, you can search by date. So you put in either today's date or like a random date, like July 14th, right? And it comes up with all the photos, videos you've taken on that date throughout the years. And it's actually just really nice to get like a snapshot. I feel like it's usually around like 50 to 100 photos, so not the most to go through. And like I like culling that way because otherwise it's so overwhelming to be like, oh, my camera roll of what, 30,000 photos?
30? I like 80,000. On my iCloud.
That's crazy.
80,000. Okay. Disgusting. It's like 10 years worth of photos.
Next up, let's talk skincare, beauty. Let's start with skincare because I feel like winter is when you need like skincare is a real MVP. Is there something that you've really liked using?
Yes. I haven't recommended this anywhere just yet, but my holy grail at the moment is a moisturizer, a South Korean moisturizer brand called Dr. Jart. And the product is the Cicapair Intensive Soothing Repair Cream. So it does a lot on the label. It looks like a really basic moisturizer. I got gifted it, and when I had it, I was like, oh, cool, a moisturizer. And I ran out and I just started trying it. And now it's like one of my favorite products. So it's not too heavy, which I struggle with acne. So it can't be too heavy or too like tacky. And this is a very non-sticky, non-greasy moisturizer. But some of the benefits that it offers is like repairing your skin's barrier and also reducing redness. So I find with acne and acne scars, it really helps to like just make things look a little bit brighter and reduce some of that like redness and inflammation that I often get with my skin.
What color is the packaging for yours?
It's green.
Yes, because they have different like colors which are from their different series essentially. So like yellow, green, blue. I love that one. I've used that too.
Yeah, it's like a milky moisturizer. So highly recommend, especially if you're acne prone. And what about you for skincare?
I'm recommending one of my favorite night moisturizers. It is the Aesop Sublime Replenishing Night Mask. I love this one. I use it like twice a week. And it is like when you're like, my skin is dry, like it needs help, like it's worn out. The next day, it's like it feels like you've been to a facial. Like it just has like this really lovely moisturizing, plumping, hydrating kind of feel. And it's like kind of nice and like sleek. I don't know how to say it. It's because it's a night mask, but it essentially is like a thicker moisturizer. It's just so nice to put on. It's a bit like luxe feel and I really like it.
So is that like a special occasion vibe?
Twice a week. Because you don't need that much. A little goes a long way. It's a small pot, but I've had it for, quite a while and it's still kicking. It's got vitamins B, C, E, and F. So there's like a exfoliation element to it. And that's why I feel like it has that like brightening effect too. If I want to go real facial, I guess, I also pair it with Clinique's Clarifying Lotion 2 Exfoliating Face Toner. I love this face toner. I use it most nights. Yeah, and it's just like brightening and like, you know, getting rid of dead skin cells, refreshing. We love that. Because I'm quite hesitant to use exfoliants. I have been for the last year or so because I like ruined my skin barrier once upon a time with too many products. So it's very light and easy.
Great. Maybe a winter facial at home, like self-care moment.
Okay, what about makeup-wise?
I've been using this product for a year and it's genuinely, I've said this already, but like holy grail.
Wait, can I guess?
Yeah.
It's Merit.
Yeah.
And it's a little flush balm. The red. Yeah, I was thinking about recommending that. What is it called? Sorry.
Yes, it's the Merit Flush Balm. And the color that I use is part of like the Neutrals range and it's called Fox. I am wearing it right now if you're watching on YouTube and it's so versatile. When we went away, I think it was to Cook Islands, I packed in such a rush and I only packed like 3 makeup items, which is fine because we were in a tropical island. The Fox blush was one of them and I was using it on my cheeks, my eyes. I'm using it on my eyes today as well. And I didn't bring a lipstick and so I was using it on my lips as well.
Yeah.
It's versatile, it's creamy. It is also made for sensitive and acne-prone skin because I struggle using like makeup brushes with like blush. I found I would always get acne like on that site. So to have this be like fragrance-free and also made for acne-prone skin is a win-win for me. I've had this product for a year. I use it most days and I still feel like I've barely scratched the surface. Like it's not really going down. It's around $50, so that feels like expensive like as a one-off, but it's worth it if you use it every single day.
I've also got that same flush balm, whatever it's called, flush balm on, different color. Don't know my color, but I love how easy it is to swipe on.
Yeah.
Like I slick it on my face, use my fingers to rub in. Quite subtle, it's buildable and quite like natural looking. I'm gonna piggyback. This is gonna be my beauty one as well. Now tracking on to music. What are we listening to this winter?
Are we gonna say the same thing?
No.
Okay.
Mine's kind of random.
I'm going mainstream this winter and I'm just saying Olivia Rodrigo.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Favoritism because the album just came out. I love a pop moment. I'm finding, I don't know whether it's like anxiety or stress or something, but I'm finding myself like not really experimenting with music at the moment, just going back to some old favorites, listening to a lot of yacht rock as well on Spotify for some reason. Okay. Yacht rock is like a genre of rock from the 80s, like pop rock anyway. So I'm going to say Olivia Rodrigo because we love a brand new pop album from the Pop Girlies.
Mine is someone I've like digged back into the archives of. I think I really liked him in like 2018. But Daniel Caesar's album from last year, Son of Spergy, it's called. Really good. And it's like kind of more chill R&B, quite like emotional sometimes. I've been really liking that album. And it's nice, I think, in the same way that you're re-listening to old favorite things. It's like nice to revisit an artist you used to love.
That's really nice when you find an old fave and you can like listen to it in a new period of your life. Because I don't know about you, but I find like obviously certain albums remind you of certain times in your life. And sometimes I struggle to listen back to them in my new era because I'm like, it takes me back too much.
Yeah, don't play Lord Pure Heroin in front of Jazz. She'll freak out.
What are we reading this winter?
I actually struggled with this question. So I stood in front of my TV, like bookshelf, and I'm like, what am I going to be reading? I feel like we have a lot of, in the best way, book obligations. We're in a book club. We're interviewing quite a few authors coming up. So I feel like my reading is more like it's been chosen for me. Anyway, there's a book I've been wanting to read on my bookshelf. It's called The In-Between by Christos, Tsiolkas, an Australian author. And this is like a beautiful, like, gay love story. It follows 2 middle-aged men who meet on a dating like internet thing. And that's like all I kind of want to know. And I'm like, you know, it covers things like feeling the spark and the possibility of something more, feeling the fear of failing again, of being hurt. Like I think what I want this winter is a nice, sweet, bittersweet, sad love story.
Whoa.
I just want to lean into that.
And that sounds like that's exactly what that is. Yeah. So you have to report back on the podcast.
I will. What about you? What are you reading?
I wrote down 3 books, but I won't go through them all.
Just pick one.
I have to pick one. Well, they all have a common theme.
Okay.
And that theme is like dark, gothic, literary fiction vibes.
Sure.
I love reading like for the season. Like I don't want to read a glossy summer book in the depths of Melbourne winter. The book that's at the top of my list for that theme is called Tillinghast, and it's by Clare Cavenagh. So it's actually inspired by the real life 19th century vampire panic that took New England in the US by storm. It is a dark, atmospheric novel. It's a vampire novel. So it follows Stutley Tillinghast, who lives a solitary life in a remote rural parish. He's not really had much human contact over the years, but what he has had has ended up in a frenzied and bloodied brief interaction and has always ended in a shallow grave in his cellar.
Ooh.
There's a name for what he is, but he prefers not to use it. And then a girl arrives searching for him. She has his last name and bears an uncanny resemblance to the woman, awakening memories Tillinghast has long suppressed. It's kind of a
Wait, who is she?
moody vampire
Like,
literary fiction novel.
like, is she going to be his daughter or a love interest?
That's what we need to find out.
We'll
I love that it's
see.
inspired by real like
Or it's
historical
Mhm.
cultural events. We'll report back on the podcast as well.
Ooh. And to end on, let's talk about what movies and films we're wanting to watch this winter.
Maggie, what are you watching?
Okay, this is a funny one. Are you ready? Movies from 2007. I've always said when I was 9 years old, like when I was in 2008, I was like, wow, 2007 peaked for music, for cinema, everything. And why have I been proven right 20 years later? And I realized I think I'm drawn to this year because it's essentially like 20 years in the past, right? And there's something really nice to look at that cycle of time because I just watched a really good movie. And I know it's a classic. I didn't know about it. Lars and the Real Girl.
I have not seen it.
You got to watch it. It stars Ryan Gosling. And this made him like be so in awe of Ryan Gosling. He's amazing in it. I thought you would have seen it. So I didn't really, I was like, do I need to explain it? Essentially, it follows Lars, played by Ryan, who's like this very awkward, like autistic man who gets into a relationship with a sex doll, essentially.
Oh.
It is so moving. It was so good. I loved this movie. And it's actually followed a few patterns. I've watched a few other movies from 2007. I recommended watching The Detectives a few weeks ago, which I loved as well. So I'm so ready to dive into this year. I feel like that's a good way to like focus on like a movie diet and be like, okay, things from this time.
That's very curriculum of you to be
Yeah.
like, today or this month we're studying 2007 films.
Yeah.
It's also like the twee era.
Yes. So
Bring that back. We need to bring that back culturally,
100%.
please.
yes.
The Melbourne International Film Festival program got like the first look got released this week. So the festival is taking place from the 6th to the 23rd of August in Melbourne and Victoria as well. And there's a premiere that is at the top of my list, which is called The Airport Chaplain. It's actually a series and the world premiere is going to be at MIF. It's directed by Bonnie Moore and it follows a airport chaplain, as it says on the tin, who has like an unorthodox approach to helping airport customers deal with their crises. And then the new terminal manager, Mira, who's played by Shabana Aziz of The Pit, she kind of has Tobias, the chaplain, marked for redundancy. And then we are going to go through the journey of them getting to know each other and like working together. Tobias Wallace, same last name, is played by Hugo Weaving.
Oh, love that
so
man.
great Australian cast. I think it's so important to support Australian media and you can see the world premiere at MIF.
Oh my God, that sounds so good. Does it give the terminal vibes? That
Kind
film
of
with Tom
like
Hanks?
just from the photos and from what I've seen, kind of like an eccentric man
Oh my God, I love
who loves the
this.
airport. But yeah, I really, really like Shabana in The Pit. I think she's so cool and beautiful. And I just love seeing fresh Australian talent, especially when they break in the US like she has done with The Pit. And of course, Hugo Weaving, classic. So we will link the MIF program. Tickets aren't on sale yet, but we'll link it in the show notes.
Yay! And that brings us to the end of our winter favorites episode. Please let us know in the comments like things that you're liking, you're watching, you're wanting to like dive into this winter as well. We love to hear what our community is doing.
Thank you so much for listening to us today. And if you enjoyed this episode, maybe give us a little like or review on Apple or Spotify. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.